Howdy friends, welcome back to another vlog. My name is Abby and this is Type 9 Studio, where I help you grow your Etsy shop and other small business stuff. Today is my second vlog. I'm kind of getting the hang of it. The lighting is better because I've figured out how to use my ring light. So today is Tuesday. Usually on Tuesdays I do all of the Type 9 Studio stuff and like film videos for the week and do the TikTok videos for the week, schedule Instagram posts, all that stuff. And just like last week, that didn't really happen. Because right now I am so busy with my other business because it's the holidays coming up and those craft shows that are quickly approaching. And yesterday was really an off day for me. Like, I didn't really feel like working on orders. I did basically everything else on my to-do list except for the orders, which is really bad, I know, but I'm getting them done today to take to the post office tomorrow because it is now 7 p.m. The post office is closed. I did get up earlier today though. I have been getting up at like 4 or 5 p.m. and I got up at, I would say I got up around 12 and started working around 1, so that's a massive improvement, but I don't know how long that's going to last. If you watched my last vlog, I was complaining the whole time about my elastic not coming in because I make face masks and I kind of need elastic for those. I was completely out. It was supposed to be here on time to get orders done, but it got delayed by the post office and it finally came the day after that. I've already filmed some time lapses of doing my orders and I'm going to pack those. I'm trying to figure out how to do that without showing people's addresses. I know other people do it all the time, but I'm just kind of trying to be careful because the camera quality here is better than on my phone. So trying not to show anything. I need to clean out this sewing machine, my serger. I'll try to show that if I can get a good angle. And I cleaned out the vacuum cleaner that I used for that, so that should be good to go. Because I have I have a huge pile of things to sew with the serger. For new products, I have fallen behind on my one listing a day because it has been, I guess because of like the tropical storms that are happening, even all the way up here in Kentucky. Like, we're not close whatsoever to a coast, but I think the tropical storms are kind of coming this way, so it's been dark and gloomy and thunderstorming for the past few days, so I haven't been able to make product photos. Also, I got behind for other reasons, so I went out of town this past Saturday and I wasn't planning on it because I had something that had been planned for months and completely forgot about it until Friday. So I had to scramble and get stuff done on Friday and then do that on Saturday. And then yesterday I went ahead and bought, what's it called? Event insurance for my 2 events that are coming up. First one's in mid-September and then the second one's at the end of October. So I went ahead and bought the insurance for that just so I wouldn't have to worry about it later. And I didn't know that you could buy it like very short notice. I thought you had to have like a few weeks advance, but you could buy it like the day of if you need to, so that's good to know in case I forget again. In my experience, some craft shows or events require it and some don't. One of the 2 that I'm doing required it, like as part of the contract, but the other one didn't really say. I just bought it anyways just in case. It was like I bought it through, now I cannot remember the name. Thimble. I bought it through Thimble. I've never bought event insurance before, but it was only like $26 for the day, which, I mean, $26 and peace of mind is worth a lot more than like something happening and, you know, you having to pay, because that would be terrible. And you can buy it by the hour too, so like the events were only maybe 7 or 8 hours long, but I bought it for like a few hours before and a few hours after just in case, like during packing up or whatever. But like I said, I've never done that before, so I don't know for sure like how it works or if Thimble is any better than another company because I never used them. I just looked up reviews and they said Thimble was the best for that kind of thing. One other thing I need to look into soon is getting a 1-day sales tax license for Ohio because I'm in Kentucky and I have a sales tax license for here, but I don't for Ohio because this will be the first event that I've done like across the river, so I'll have to look into that and see what I'm supposed to do there. I'm also looking at ordering shirts for my mom and I, and then I may, if other people like them, I might order them to have like on my Etsy shop for that. So I haven't even designed them yet or know what I want to do, and the show is in like a little over 2 weeks, so I need to get a move on and probably order from somewhere that just to get one, and then I can like reorder the same design from somewhere else maybe later to like I want to work with a local print shop if I am actually going to sell them and like wholesale them and stuff. But if I'm just doing it for this one event and I want to have a shirt, like I probably should go with one of those fast turnaround places just in case, because I don't know if local shops will do that. I also haven't really been able to find one yet. I've looked at only local ones so far, but I'm going to look at like the bigger, like corporate kind of ones just to get it faster. But I'm having trouble finding ones that have organic cotton shirts. I've only really looked at the local places so far, but I'm having trouble finding ones with a low minimum and that would have a an organic cotton shirt, because it's important for my business to be like as eco-friendly as possible. And like I know Bella canvas shirts are very ethically made, and I don't think they're organic cotton though. I guess I could buy like an organic cotton shirt myself and do it that way, but I kind of want to have a professional do it, you know, because that's not like, t-shirts aren't my thing. And this is an embroidery machine, so I could do embroidery if I wanted, but again, I've never really used the embroidery function, so like I could. I'd also have to digitize my logo, and that sounds like a nightmare because I've never done it before and I don't have that kind of time. So for this next one, I may just have to take the L and not have shirts and then do some for the last event, but I'm not sure. I'll have to think about that a little bit more. So that's enough rambling for right now. I'm going to insert some footage here that I have of making some orders earlier, and then I will come back and clean the serger, see if I can show you that. I'm not sure if I can get a good angle because of where it is. And then I have a bunch of orders to pack. Not a bunch, but a few. And I need to finish sewing that stuff that I'm going to list next. So let's go ahead and get into it. So I thought I would show you the beginning process of shipping the orders and getting the labels made, and it always starts with getting really frustrated at the computer because it's really slow and doing the please hurry up spirit fingers. This next order that I'm going to print out, I was really excited because I thought that it was going to be my first order from the EU, but it was to Switzerland, and Switzerland is not part of the EU, so you don't have to worry about the VAT and the IOSS number and all that nonsense. It's pretty normal, like the same as shipping to Canada for me. There wasn't really much to do, but I did go ahead and input the not the IOSS, the HS code for those items just in case it was required. I'm not sure if it was, but I had to look those up to see what they were. Once again, getting frustrated because the computer is slow, and this website that I use to print my labels, Pirate Ship, sometimes kicks me off and I have to go back in. It's not that big of a deal, but the computer is really slow. I am a creature of intense habit and routine, and I cannot bring myself to set up the shipping and the printer on my new computer, which would be so much faster, but I just can't seem to make myself do that. And one of the perks for doing this for a long time, I don't have to weigh every single package. I might have to weigh like 1 in 100 or so if it has multiple items in it. So that's what I had to do with this one. I just got a mailer to make sure that it would fit in that mailer, or I would pick a different one because I didn't want to put the wrong dimensions in for the wrong mailer. So I stuck them all in there just to make sure they would fit. I went ahead and weighed that package just to make sure, and of course the calculation on Etsy was slightly wrong, but that's okay. This one did qualify for the free shipping, so unfortunately it was over £1, which means it was a bit more expensive, but that's fine. Before I forgot, I went ahead and wrote down the HS codes that I needed for those products, because you can actually import them onto your Etsy listings. That way you don't have to look them up whenever you make a sale. You can put them in the listing and it'll tell you when you get an order. So I went ahead and wrote those down. I tried to see if there was a place for that in the bulk editor option, but there was not, so I just wrote them down, and later I'll go back in and put them into the listings just so I have them for next time. that's as good as I'm gonna get. So this is all of the inner workings of the serger if you've never seen one. The fabric goes in right here. Maybe I should zoom out a little bit. If you can really see that, it's kind of like I can see it fine from my eyeballs, but the camera, for some reason, I guess because this part is really dark and this is white, it's not doing it. So basically this is where the fabric goes in, and then this piece right here is a knife or like a blade, kind of like scissors thing, and it cuts the fabric as it goes around, and then that makes all of this dust in here because the fabric that I use is cotton, and cotton is just kind of dusty. So this is an old eyeshadow brush. I just take and kind of dust everything off that I can with this. I'm not doing a deep cleaning today. I did that about a month ago, where this whole piece right here will come off, and that was actually disgusting. I had never done that before until about a month ago, and I'm surprised that it still ran. I don't like super deep clean it, just every, depends on how often I use it. It does need to be oiled as well, not right now, just whenever I do like a deeper cleaning and try to get everything, I'll oil it too. Just this serger has a lot of miles on it, and it's a home serger, so it wasn't really intended for this much use, but it's been great so far. I just don't, you need to keep it cleaned out because you don't want anything to get caught up in there, or like if it gets so full in here, these things can't move like they're supposed to, and that could break it. So if you have one of these sergers and you have never taken the side thing off, I want to do that. There's screws like down in on the left-hand side if you have a model like this. And if I move that up and down a little bit, I can get better. Even though I am technically a professional sewist, I don't know much about sewing machines. So they're like, how do you do this? How do you do that? And I'm like, I don't know. Like at least once or twice a month I have to Google something. There's just stuff way back in there. I posted a video of this on my other business TikTok using this pipe cleaner, and people are like, whoa. I think I'm the only person that actually uses them to clean things. And people have suggested as well to use canned air. Do not use canned air on a machine like this because it has moisture in it, and that could rust the parts inside, so don't do that. So I'll get as good as I can with that eyeshadow brush and with this pipe cleaner, and then I will take a vacuum and get all of this junk out of the bottom. You probably should get machines serviced like by an actual professional that does sewing machine services. There is one local, but I just haven't, I can't part with it for long enough for them to service it, so I'm kind of living on the edge here of it needing to be done. I am planning to have my stuff made to order by December, so maybe I can drop them off in December. So I think this is why most sewing businesses have more than one machine. In case one goes down, they can use another one. I do have another regular sewing machine. It's not as good as that one, but it will do if I need it. But then I don't know, because it's been sitting in storage for years, so it might not work. That used to be a full-size vacuum cleaner, but it has this canister thing that comes out if you wanted to like do the stairs or something. But something broke with the part that's an actual vacuum cleaner, like that does the floor. So we just use it like this, and it works great for cleaning my sewing machine at least. That is all done. I still don't know if this is gonna like show on camera when I actually go to edit it. It looks okay there. Yeah, looks much better though. So you just saw me clean out my serger, and I did film some TikTok videos as well. Those took quite a long time. I didn't realize how much time I spent on them. I'm debating on making a few of my products that I'm going to list soon, because I checked the weather for tomorrow and there's supposed to be a few hours where it's going to be sunny, but they will be quick to make, just one of each to list, so I'm not super worried about it because I'm kind of hungry. But at least the orders are done and caught up. I got one more a couple hours ago, and that will probably go out on Friday. But I have two questions. So I'm posting these videos on TikTok today asking there, but I wanted to ask you here if you don't follow me on TikTok. The first thing, I am doing a live video this Friday, September 3rd at 8 p.m. Eastern time. So if you somehow are one of the few people who didn't come here from TikTok, go follow me there if you want to watch a live stream. It's going to be super awkward because it's my first one. I want to do some here on YouTube as well later on, but I feel like TikTok is a little bit more low maintenance. And number two, I asked this on TikTok as well, but I want to start doing Etsy shop reviews. So if you want me to take a look at your shop and like give you some tips on what to do or how to improve it. The thing is, like, most people do those on TikTok like just through their Q&A tab, or like they keep track in the comments, and there is no humanly way that is going to work with my squirrel brain. So it's also not going to work with my schedule if I'm not getting paid for it, because I am in crunch time for my like holiday prep and stuff. So I just want to do as much as I can like for free, but that is something that I don't think I can do a good job at in 1 to 3 minutes. And I want to help as much as I can, and I feel like that is one way that I can help you guys like individually, instead of doing something like selling a course. Like I mentioned in my first video on this channel that I did not want to do. I don't think everything on Etsy is one size fits all, and a course is probably not the best way to do that. But most like Etsy gurus will do a course because that's like kind of sort of passive income, you know. But I just want to do like as much free as possible through YouTube and TikTok and my Instagram and through my blog that I'm still very, very, very slowly working on. So if you have suggestions and you want to leave them here because you have a little bit more room in the YouTube comments, please let me know like where I can do that. I kind of thought about doing a Patreon, but I don't know how that would work because it's more of a monthly thing, whereas like a shop review would just be a one-time thing. So I feel like it's not really for the same purpose. So if I do have a Patreon, it probably wouldn't be for that. My blog is going to be through WordPress, so I could add WooCommerce to it, which would help me to like do services like that. But just there is no foreseeable way right now for me to do that for free, because it's just, I've seen other people on TikTok who do shop reviews and there's no way I could keep up. That's crazy. If I do it through the blog, it's probably going to be a little while longer because the blog is nowhere near ready. I've barely even like designed the pages. Like I've picked the layout and kind of what I want it to look like, and that's about it. I've written a few articles that I need to like still edit and put photos into. This is just like a tough position because you guys want help for the holidays, but I'm preparing my shop for the holidays as well, so I'm like, it's that time of night again where there's one airplane every 2 minutes. Another thing with doing them on TikTok is they get really repetitive because you don't really have room to like explain things, so they just kind of say the same thing for every shop that they review, you know? Which I get because like a lot of brand new shops make the exact same mistakes, but it's not really, like I want to be more helpful than that, you know? And I'm not a tax professional, so do with this as you will, but business education, it could be a write-off. Just saying. So don't forget, go follow me on TikTok if you haven't already, and join my live this Friday, September 3rd at 8 p.m. Eastern time. If you missed that, I will try to download it. I've seen like mixed things about if you can download a TikTok live or not. So if I can, I will put it on my IGTV on Instagram. I just chose to do one on TikTok because that's where I have like the biggest audience. If I did it on Instagram, like 2 people would come. So that's about it for me today. If you watch this entire thing and you haven't subscribed yet, you might as well. I post new videos every Wednesday and Saturday. I will see you in the next one and in the comments. Goodbye.